You may be 42 on paper, but your cells might be quietly throwing a 58th birthday party without inviting you. Or if you've been sleeping well, managing stress, and resisting the siren call of nightly ice cream, maybe they're still stuck at 35, smugly aging in reverse while your driver's license insists otherwise. This is the strange and fascinating disconnect between chronological age, the number of times you've orbited the sun, and biological age, which is what your body actually thinks is going on. And in the world of aging science, biological clocks are starting to eclipse birthdays as the truest measure of how fast you're really aging. Chronological age is simple. It's a number. It's the cake, the candles, the insurance premiums. But biological age is messier. It's the wear and tear that's been logged by your cells, the state of your proteins, your telomeres, your DNA methylation patterns. It's not how long you've lived, it's how hard you've lived, and how well your body has kept up with the mess. And increasingly, scientists are finding that these two clocks can tick at radically different speeds. Let's start at the molecular level. One of the key tools researchers use to estimate biological age is something called an epigenetic clock. This involves measuring changes in DNA methylation, chemical tags that sit on top of your genetic code and regulate which genes are turned on or off. As you age, these methylation patterns become less precise and more chaotic, like a Spotify algorithm gone rogue. By analyzing these patterns, scientists can estimate your biological age with startling accuracy. In some cases, this data can predict disease risk and mortality better than chronological age ever could. Another cellular hallmark is telomere length. Telomeres are protective caps at the ends of your chromosomes, and every time a cell divides, they get a little shorter. Once they reach a critical length, the cell either retires or self-destructs. So telomeres are often described as the body's molecular fuse. Shorter telomeres are associated with everything from heart disease to cognitive decline, and while they're not a perfect clock, they can shorten faster due to stress, poor sleep, smoking, or chronic illness. They're a useful signpost. A 50-year-old with the telomeres of a 70-year-old has likely been through some cellular turbulence. And then there's the proteome, the full set of proteins in your body at any given time. As we age, our protein profile changes in predictable ways. Certain inflammatory proteins begin to rise, while repair and regeneration proteins decline. In fact, studies have found that these shifts cluster at specific life stages, particularly around age 34, 60, and 78. Your blood, in essence, is singing your biological age in a chorus of molecular solos, even if you're still telling people you feel young at heart. The real kicker? You have influence over this clock. Biological age is dynamic, not fixed. Lifestyle interventions like regular exercise, a nutrient-rich diet, high-quality sleep, and stress reduction can slow, and in some cases reverse, your biological clock. There are even early studies suggesting that biological age can be decreased by as much as 3 years in under a year of intervention, using a combination of diet, sleep, and targeted supplementation. You can't change your birth date, but you can absolutely negotiate your rate of aging. This is why people who live clean, low inflammation, high resilience lives can walk into their 60s with the blood chemistry of someone in their 40s. And it's why others who've spent decades in fight or flight, junk food marathons, or toxic environments might be biologically older than their parents. Aging is no longer just about the passage of time, it's about the management of internal entropy. Your body ages when damage outpaces repair. And that balance, it turns out, has much more to do with your habits than your horoscope. So the next time someone asks your age, feel free to give 2 answers. One for your passport and one for your proteome. Because in the end, the clock that really matters isn't the one ticking on your birthday. It's the one counting how well you're holding everything together on the inside.